Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, I'm gonna try to be quick about it. There's two left, other than the prowlers. I'm gonna start with this one because it only has one monster that I don't like. And I could potentially get through it. I could potentially get through it quick enough that I can then do the one that has the monster that I do not like as well. But Cephadrome's annoying because it digs a lot. Yengrug is annoying because it has like a wind pressure / roar effect. But it's still mostly gonna be straightforward, I think. I might run out of inventory. Because I don't have that much space. I have too many combo books. Though actually, with the timing of where I am in this game... Oh, goody. I think I'd rather focus the Cephadrome because the Arzuros is less mobile. But look, just look at the time of year. It's already closing in. Only a little over a month until Wild will release. Month and a half, maybe. Would be more accurate, but it's very unlikely that I will finish this game by then. Does it wiggle? It doesn't. Okay. Okay, this is annoying. So I don't know if I should try to just focus on clearing the game, in which case I'll never clear all the quests in the next month and a bit. I think that's probably the better plan. So if I stop clearing every single quest and go to focusing on key quest hitbox and focus on key quests for a while, I assume I probably could finish. Okay, G rank by Wild's release date. I'm only just thinking about it now because I figure I should think about it. Because it crossed my mind. I don't know. I guess I just have to figure out like how long G rank stuff is. Maybe I can focus on finishing all the high rank and then just do key quests in G rank instead of the other way. The question could also be, great. It could also be better to... Okay, he doesn't... I need to figure out what attack he does where he wiggles at the end of it forward. Because I'm pretty sure this guy does that. Okay. I should be using a sonic bomb. Anyway, because if I view the high rank as a step, and if G rank is short enough, it's kind of... Okay, that was... It dove into the ground there and then instantly appeared here. Which was surprising because physically that was impossible. But if I clear to G rank and then just... If I worked my way back, I would definitely not be able to finish every quest, so... It's sort of a question of... I guess it's really a question of how much content will be in Wilds on release. Because if Wilds will be multiple months of play, then I'm gonna commit to board. If it'll take multiple months to clear it, of like, you know, about an hour a day, then I'll be very rusty in this game by then. But realistically, I imagine it won't take that long just to get through high rank. If I'm not clearing every quest, which I wouldn't be. If there's quests in that sense. It's still very unclear to me how, like, side quest type quests are gonna exist. If they are gonna exist. That was doomed because I was low stamina when it started. And it did 2 attacks in a row, so I had no chance, which was unfortunate. But going back from an actual game that's not clunky feeling will be kind of rough. Because at least from the, you know, test, Wilds is not going to feel clunky. Because it's not an old game like this. And this game's not even that old. It's just older. That seems dead. That's fine. Like, getting back into this will probably be relatively difficult if I leave off at, like, late high rank. Even worse if I leave off midway through master rank. I don't think it would be realistic to try and switch between the 2 games because different control schemes, different everything would make it relatively difficult. Okay, I thought I was going to get to the other side, but I didn't. I bounced off an invisible spine. The spine is visible, but I was above it, I thought. Nope. I wonder if they have any multi-monster... like, 5 monster deviants in, like... master rank. I assume they don't, because I think I checked all the normal weak deviant missions. And they can't really have a deviant quest that's reliant on another deviant, because if you just don't unlock it, then you just wouldn't be able to do the... You wouldn't be able to do it. I don't know if they have a way that they would want that set up. I guess if the deviants are also key quests, then it could work. I was continuing to dodge, but I want the red health to regen. Oh, unfortunate. So Gombi's kind of angry. Yeah, I actually have to check. I know it's early mid-February, I think, that Wilds releases. If it's not delayed for whatever random reason. Just to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if it was randomly delayed, just because random is sort of the definition. If it was randomly delayed, it should be surprising, but given that anything can happen, a random delay can always happen. Yeah, you can't really use the elemental discharge very safely when there's two monsters. I'll still use it, but it doesn't mean it's safe. Ah, I always love that. The little snowman. I got the reload at least. That's all that matters. Is it wasteful? Yes. Is that a grab by the Lagombi? It must be. I kind of think the snowball growing is pretty funny. I thought it was dead, but it wasn't. Snowball. It's actually kind of interesting, because I think most projectiles, when they make contact with a palico, they... Oops, what? I thought that... Did the shadow move backwards there? Because I thought the shadow was... I guess it must have not moved backwards. It must have just been the shadow adjusting to it being at a lower height. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I need to decide sometime soon if I want to... If I want to just skip doing all the quests, or if I want to continue and just maybe play it once a week to stay fresh until once Wilds releases, once a week or something to stay fresh until Wilds is out of content that I care about, which will not take very long is my assumption based on Rise's release and my impression of World's release, because people were complaining, oh, not enough content, though there was a lot, but just people who played it a ton were done in less than a week, or like a week. Which I don't have knowledge on how that fits compared to older games. For all I actually know, it could definitely have been it could have been less content than base generations or base 4, whatever. Yeah, Monster Hunter 4 would just be what it was called, right? It was, I really imagine that World Base probably had more content than Monster Hunter 1. Just because Monster Hunter 1's list of monsters is pretty short. But maybe I'm wrong. Though it would also be like different standards because first game would obviously not have as much when it can't pull anything forward. Though it did have, what, Diablos and Monoblos, which were like the same monster? I think? Maybe that wasn't the first one though. That's not the direction my control stick was in. Okay. It must have been in that direction. Oh. Good timing on the swipe. Kind of, these are the same, like, skeleton or whatever, right? Just, maybe not though, I don't know. Just the way they have the same flash back and forth with one hand then the other, then the other, then the other. Makes me wonder if they're the same, but I guess they can reuse attacks like that even if it's not the exact same. Just a similar... mistake. Just a similar four-legged standing on two legs. Yeah, unfortunate. If I hadn't reloaded because I wasn't paying attention, I would have been able to get proper hit in. Yep, that was expected. That was funny. I wonder if that's consistent. Like if you hit it at the start of its dash, if it always gets interrupted like that. Oh. No, this is not actually a fake out. That's just unlucky with 2 attacks in a row. That sound effect is so weird every time. I probably should have taken advantage of the opening for the mount. Okay, that was a mistake. I'm thinking, just short-term thinking, it's probably going to be the case that I just continue clearing every quest as best I can. And then, I'm not going to clear all the deviants because I don't enjoy those. But, clearing all the quests that I'm going to, main quests, and just, if I come back to it after Wilds, then I'll come back to it after. And if I don't, then I just didn't have the will. Kind of like I really don't have the will to go back to Sunbreak just to grind out a bunch of anomaly rank for the hard versions of all of the Afflicted Elder Dragons? I can't remember what they're called anymore. Worth it. I think there's actually a real chance that it was worth it. I just don't know. Okay, just put the weapon away. And move away from the wall, because that's annoying. And go this way. I want to clear the... I think it would be basically... It would never happen. Clearing every quest would never happen if I sped up to go to Master Rank. Because going back from Master Rank to low rank just to clear a bunch of small quests would not be fun for me. So it's more likely that I'll be able to return to where I left off than it is for me to return and go back below Master Rank. And I do want to clear all the quests. It's much more, I don't know, representative of the game, which is kind of what I'm interested in. Obviously it's fun to play, but... I think it's unlikely that I'll ever actually 100... I mean, this is probably the only Monster Hunter game that I'd ever try to do anywhere near 100% of the normal quests. For the simple reason that I can make an excuse, a reason to try, which is like, it's Generations, it's a collection title, so it's drawing from more than just any random other installment. And also because I've already committed to clearing all of the boring bug quests, and that will help a little with clearing more nothing quests. Oops, that's not the right place. Like, I could probably play through Sunbreak again, but I would never want to 100% that. Not 100% even, but I would never want to clear every single quest, which I think is kind of different than 100%, because collecting endemic life and stuff and taking pictures of everything is its own sort of gauge. I actually knew that's what was going to happen there, so I was actually paying attention. It was quick enough. I love when 5 monster quests are faster than 3 monster quests. It always makes a lot of sense. Admittedly, it is easier monsters, I would say, overall. Compared to the previous 3 monster quests that I did. Yeah. I guess I don't want to look at too much detail, but I kind of want to check the Master Rank quest list. Just to sort of see how long that is. There's a lot. Which isn't really surprising, but... There's a bunch of prowler quests. Yeah, and then there's the eventual grind to, like, Hunter rank 95, Hunter rank 100. Which I actually don't think I'd be able to finish that in the next month and a bit. I should check the actual release date. Well, I haven't done any of the Prowler stuff in, like, what feels like 10 hours. Like, I haven't gone to the trader to pick stuff up, which I really should have done probably 5, maybe 10 times since I last actually bothered. 27th of February. Okay, so it's the end of February, which means it's more like 2 months. I said it, I should at least check. So end of February is 2 months, kind of. I mean, 27th is like end, at which point it is a real month. Real full month, basically. But this is why I don't like doing this. This is why I never bother with the trader and I just ignore it. Because it's tedious. The items are good. Obviously, but... it's gonna be hard to return to the, like, ultra tedium of having to click each and every item to put it away, to accept it. Because it's already annoying when I'm not returning from a better system. But I do need to continue collecting bits and pieces. I probably don't need more honey right now. I don't know what I need though. Okay, bye. Like, I've abandoned this mechanic, which maybe I shouldn't have, but I'm gonna finish this last 5-star quest. Yeah, looking at the fact that I'd have to grind to hunter rank 100, or master rank 100, I don't know if they're separate, I didn't actually look properly. To get every monster, which getting there is not actually that bad. Like, 100 ranks is not obscene. But... oh, wrong direction. Yeah, status affected. The first 2 will be fine, the last one's never fun. Yeah, it's generic. I won't be able to harvest these monsters because I don't have the storage space, but... the safest hunt is when you've pushed off onto someone else. That's funny. But I could probably... I imagine that if I focused on clearing as quick... no, this is a waste of time. If I focused just on clearing stuff as fast as I could probably reach Hunter rank 100 by the end of February. What did I bring? I didn't bring Psycho Serums. It's like that could be an option where I could reach the Hunter rank that's necessary to do all this stuff in Master rank, but it definitely wouldn't be a guarantee because that could take too long. So it's probably best if I just focus on clearing, continuing my current goal. Oh, I'm out of mega potions. I have max potions. That shouldn't have hit, but it's par for the course. So I'm gonna have to craft a bunch of mega potions at base. We're in the hub again. Okay. It's an issue with these games. Oh, there's a wall there, but I can't get any closer to it because an invisible wall before the actual wall. I still would have been hit by the stink cloud, but it's just kind of annoying that when it happens, it's like if I could have moved further, it would have been nice. Where physically the hunter could move further, but the wall doesn't match with the wall because it's easier to just have a vague wall about a meter out from the real wall. Because it's more important that you don't clip into the wall and disappear than to have a perfectly accurate, like, wall. Oh, okay, lucky. That's not the direction I was inputting. I must have been inputting that way, but I must have been inputting that way when I was pressing the pop. That, again, that roll has way too big of a hitbox. Like, so much bigger than it should ever be. That's doomed. I got greedy, and then I was hoping it wouldn't go into another attack right away, and it did. It was lucky. If it had done anything sooner than that, it would have been over. I wonder if there'll be a Volvodon in Wilds. I don't want it. It's in Rise, it doesn't need to be in another game. It's not that great of a monster, but it would fit the aesthetic of the Windswept Plains fairly well. Though it's more of a volcano monster than a desert monster. I just think the armadillo style would fit well with deserts. For, I think, fairly obvious reasons. It's still funny that because I'm doing every quest, I have to fight, like, Volvodon. That was weird. That's always weird. Because I understand why it pulls you in, but it hits on the way out, not on the way back. Or it hits, not necessarily always hits, but... So it really shouldn't have pulled me in. I'm gonna get hit here. Or he's gonna go easy on me and not even try. He's just moving around a lot. Oops. Whatever. Lucky. Though not actually lucky, because it's a meter that builds. It just doesn't show it, but lucky because I did not know that was going to happen. Okay, this... Oh, it's already dead. I'm not going to harvest it because I don't need parts, and I don't have that much inventory space. I don't have to heal, that's great. So the Huntathon, I really don't know if the bird is here yet. Oh, I need to eat. Because the bird could already be spawned. Because it's inconsistent. Usually, I assume I have to wait till the Volvodon's gone. Or they generally seem to wait till the previous monster's corpse has rotted into the ground before they spawn the next one. But I don't know if it's actually 100% consistent or not. I'm just gonna run, see if I can grab free stuff. Yeah. So it's here. I'll try to grab what I can. Probably would have been better to go down and then over. I'm not actually sure. I haven't collected a burned husk in forever. I wonder what... I was gonna say tedious mechanic they're gonna try to implement. I don't know if World had any mechanics that were kind of blah. I just kind of wonder what... I wonder what's gonna stand out in Wilds other than the open world adjacent... It's not really open world, but the big zones where you don't have to leave and come back and leave and come back. I assume 7 or 3 is more likely than 5. Oh, there it is. It just flew overhead. For some reason. Or there was a shadow that made it look like it flew overhead. I'm just gonna double check back. Go through 5, 8. And if it's not in 5 or 8, then it has to be in 9, 10, or 11. And if it's not in any of those, then that shadow was very weird. Oh no, this is a different area. Which means that I must have seen it. And it must have been in the area that I was in. Let's heal once. I really wonder how a lot of this stuff is going to play out. I wonder what Elder Dragons they're going to include. Just thinking about things like Rise's original release. You know, the eventual, oh, there's Elder Dragons you can fight. Teostra, Chameleos, Kushaladora. I wonder whether it's going to be like those 3 again, or if they're going to add some different where the shadow was clearly moving this between 4 and 7, wasn't it? I was certain that was the direction that it was moving. I guess it wasn't, but... Oh no, it was. It flew again after leaving there, I guess. I should have brought Psycho Serums. I should always bring Psycho Serums on Huntathons, but I mean I should bring them on every quest at this point, but... Did it really go... I left 7 to go to 4, 5, 8. Did it move to 7 really after I left there? I'm glad this is gonna not... Yep, nope. I kind of want to quit. Because I'm looking at the top right and it's saying different area. This means that after I went, presumably, after I went from 8 to 9, it must have traveled from wherever it was in that bottom corner. It had to have been in the bottom corner. I don't think there's anywhere else it could have been. It just happened to switch from the bottom right to zone 8 between when I was in zone 8 and when I was in the corner, which is frustrating. And it's honestly... like, it's not even the paintballs that are annoying. And... it's not even... it's locating the monster when they do that is the only real frustrating part about this older paintball system. Like, I actually think Worlds is not perfect, but I kind of like Worlds' system. better than Rise and what it seems like Wilds will be. Though it could be that this system will be different in Wilds from what it was in the beta, because maybe, for all I know nothing, is basically what I'm saying. But for all I know, they just made it so you saw the monsters instantly, because otherwise it would take longer to fight stuff in a short-term test. That shouldn't have hit in that way. Like, maybe it'll be a different system. I kind of hope it will be. That's just unlucky. Just hit me. Thank you. That was a very big hitbox, but that was the wings, that's fine. But like, I think world system where, at least initially, you don't just know where the monster is, but you follow tracks to find it, is I think great. It has its issues in specifically the first map, where it's just so easy to get lost in that map. But I think that's more of, for me, an issue with the map and less an issue with the tracking system. I think the tracking system where you follow the flies. Yes. It totally needs to fly that high up where I can't see it. I have the paintball, which is great, but so many monsters just clip through the walls in other areas. At least just do that here so you can actually see where it flies if you don't paintball it. But actually, do I? No, I don't, because I don't have any free items. Oops, that was bad. Because I stepped slightly too far forward. That was also bad. Interesting. Yeah. Kind of wonder if it's just going to be the free location. Because I think automatically knowing where the monster is sort of, I think, second best. I think having to track them, but like having a way to track them so you can see where they're moving in some manner is the ideal. And the worst, in my opinion, is you have no idea where they are, and you have no idea where they're moving. So good luck to you. And if they just loop between if they just happen to move in the worst possible order, you have to live with it, or bring a Psycho Serum. Which, like, at least Psycho Serums exist. Which actually, the issue with Psycho Serums to me is that they take up a space. And this system, but not needing combo books for crafting, spending a space on Psycho Serums wouldn't be that bad. Lovely. Like, it's just sort of a combination of issues, I guess, for me. I don't have to spend all the slots on combo books that I am spending. But if I want to not get frustrated crafting max potions, the combo books are necessary. Oops. It's like, that's kind of my biggest... 'cause if the combo books didn't exist, then Psycho Serum every day. Every inventory, every setup that I have would have Psycho Serums in it. Of course, getting that should have cleared the confusion, shouldn't it? Because it did damage. I got buffeted there and I couldn't do anything. I could have probably rolled, but that's garbage. I think that's objectively trash because I got hit. It didn't clear the confusion, but it presumably counted for the stun build up, which is trash. Because if I didn't get hit hard enough to clear the confusion, I shouldn't have been hit hard enough to build up stun. So I think that's kind of silly. Just do this, might as well. Oh, it'll be so good to not have consumable whetstones. Like, consumable whetstones are not as bad as I thought when I first tried to play this game. But they don't add anything to the game. It's just like, buy 4 million of them. What are you supposed to do? Like, you definitely can't wake it up without a ranged throw. And like, you're not going to get a good wake up hit, which is a shame. Unless you can knock it out of the tree with like, if you explode a bomb nearby, or maybe if you sonic bomb it in its sleep, it gives this huge opening that's worth more. Yeah, I'd rather harvest this, but also I'd rather just ignore it. Oh, wrong button. Actually, no, not wrong button. It just happened to refill in time. I'm gonna harvest this clim here. Yeah, I guess thinking about it now, I probably will continue as I've been going. Get as far as I can before Wilds releases. And maybe if I finish a high rank, minus event quests, and I reach master rank, maybe I'll speed through master rank specifically as best I can, which basically just means key quests. Because then I'll at least, if I have to go back to pick up quests to clear them, it'll be easier to return to low master rank than it would be to return to... Oh, convenient. Than it would be to return to high rank. That's one of my least favorite things about Yangaruga. That specific attack. There's also the run forward, spin 180 beak slam that I hate as well, because it's kind of needlessly punishing for if you actually want to try to hit the monster when it's done charging. In my opinion, I don't think it's nothing's objective about that. Why did it have a hard tail? Yep. I hate that attack. It's not an attack even. I hate this. Because it charges and then instantly attacks. It's just not... Just the amount of sudden 180s that it can do, combined with everything else, is why I don't like it. But I just say that every time I... Shoot! Too greedy. I'm gonna leave. Perfect. I wonder if that was audible. My phone falling out of my pocket. I'm gonna let this ride out instead of trying to clear it. I want to see how long it lasts. It might last forever if you don't actively remove it. That would be interesting. I should sharpen. Not having loading screens is going to be really nice. Why could I hear its roar there? Does Yengaruga's roar really apply, play, globally or something? I don't think I've ever heard another monster that made a sound that could be heard outside of its zone. Oh, it's not a fun monster. Which is why I skipped Deadeye. Oh, bad spot to be in. Good timing, good. It's kind of it's all relative between games and such, but ooh, it destroyed its entire ear thing. Yeah, the fact that that was more than more than 90 degrees, not more than a 180. That was a greater than 90-degree turn. Which is kind of always feels silly. I'm gonna get hit. Every time I run away from a monster to just go to a different zone, it's the perfect example of why moving while healing is not a bad thing. Yeah, why is it audible outside of zones? I should have used a normal potion, not a mega potion, but it's just such a good example of why the implementation was not detrimental. It might not be necessary, I don't really know, but it only matters in arenas. I think that'd be fun. It'd be a good... Some of the healing stuff, like healing on a mount, is the bigger thing that I think is more likely to be an issue than as opposed to healing while moving. But even then, it's still only in arenas, I think, where it's an issue. It just crosses my mind every time I do that. Or try to leave and heal outside. It's such a nothing complaint. I'm curious what Wilds is I don't know, special monsters are gonna be. It's deviants, whatever worlds are called that start with an A that I can't remember the word of. Or the word for. Which I think were just Elder Dragons. But those ones, the afflicted monsters in Sunbreak. I wonder what Wilds, or maybe more accurately Wilds is. Spinning 130 degrees is always just annoying. It doesn't matter where you're positioned if they can spin that much. And if they can instantly go into a charge that you can't dodge because it's just a charge, where their whole, everything within half a meter of their tail, of their feet, gets hit. Oh, what is it called in World? Tempered? Arch-tempered? Arch-tempered? I think it's Arc, not Arch. But I'm not really confident. It's kind of English. It could be Arch, it could be Arc. I think both are technically possible. Yep, 180. It's attacks that you just can't react to. Like, I understand only attack when it's totally safe to attack type ideas, but you can't react to, like, a sudden jump in 180. I just don't think it's physically possible. Maybe it is. If you're a, I don't know, first percentile reaction speed. I don't know if human reaction speed varies very much, just because of nerves and electrical impulses and everything. I probably could have waited for it to sleep. Like, it wasn't a terrible hunt, I just hate the monster. I do like that you can break both ears and its beak, which breaking the beak is kind of macabre, grim, gross, unpleasant, or just otherwise unpleasant, I guess. His claws are pretty wild. Huge middle claw. Is it a middle claw or does he have... He has one that's off, then 3 in the front. Kinda neat. But it's fine. Yeah, I think I commit to clearing all non-event high rank quests and then just seeing how far I get after that. I think maybe if once I finish that I can try to rush the G rank for a bit. Do key quests and then go back with the later gear. Because G rank is all hub. Hub is going to be slow if I use on level gear. So like pushing forward to gear and then going back with better equipment might be worth it. That's not terrible. I might use that. I probably won't though, because I don't think I need anything with 2 slots, but +5 sharpener, 2 slots, they're both actually usable. And it's probably better than what I have equipped. Because all I have is just making food fill you up more, which is not really that useful. Okay, what exactly do I have equipped? I've had it equipped pretty much the whole game. Gluttony +10. Very useful. But that's the last non-prowler. I will maybe also do prowler quests. I think I will continue with doing prowler quests, but that's the last real quest here. I still have to go back and do these harvest tours. I keep delaying because it's just a waste of time. But I think I really want to do some of these quests. There's some that look kind of fun, but then there's a lot that will not be fun at all. Because it's high rank hub quests. Yeah, a lot of these I think are going to be fun. What is V Slayground? It's not feline. Because that's F. No, that's not going to be fun at all. Oh, Plesioth in a combination with two other monsters that I don't really like. That one looks okay. I don't think I want to do any of these right away. I think I should focus. Go back. Talk to all these people because they're going to have quests for me in the hub, which is going to add more to that list. I'm not talking to anybody until next time. But I think I focus on just clearing village now. Well, these are done just again, harvest tours. I think fully clearing the village will be the next thing. It'll be quicker, I think. The hunts will be faster, and it looks like there's fewer per level, maybe. So I think clearing village quests. There's no harvest tours. That's great. I love it. But I'm gonna clear all these next. Probably focus 10-star village. Do everything that isn't advanced quests. I'm not in a rush to... I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I mean, it's just deliver 20 unique mushrooms. Maybe that's doable without killing whatever monster's going to show up. But yeah, all these advanced quests are going to continue to wait. I'll probably try them before Master Rank, but I'm going to at least do 10-star village, get upgraded gear maybe. I've abandoned Dread King for now. That'll be the future. I guess I focus village for now, and then I can go back to the hub when I get better equipment. Because I was mostly focusing hub so that I could get the Dread King, and then I tried it and then it didn't work, so. Future. Can move on. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.